But it's a classic heel promo. Like, oh, what's the promo? He was.
That's not a heel promo, man.
or
Yeah.
after?
Before.
This is before. Okay, before the Bullet Club.
Yeah. So they were doing a documentary with Colt Cabana and
Okay.
Cliff Compton, the guy that's formerly known as Domino from Deuce and Domino.
Oh yeah, I remember those guys.
Yeah.
That was a fun gimmick. I like that.
And then so they were doing like a tour and they were filming a documentary.
Okay.
And Gallows had just torn his groin. Like you could see, they showed in the like you couldn't see it at the show obviously, but they showed it on the documentary. He was just like black and blue like his entire thigh. So he didn't do much in the ring, but then afterwards they had like an after party, and I went to the after party. And I sat at the bar with him for like 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
And just talked wrestling. He bought me beers, I bought him beers. We just kind of.
Yeah. And this was where?
An independent show in Cleveland.
In Cleveland, okay.
Yeah.
Was this? I'm trying to think. Who's the IWA and around it? I mean, this was AEW.
AIW.
AIW, because I've only actually been to one show ever, and it was an indie show, the IWA.
Okay.
And it was in like a gym with folding chairs, and I loved every second of it. It was like I barely remember anyone in the car, but it's kind of like this is why they say see this stuff live, and it's just like
and if you're going to go to see WWE, don't go to like Raw or SmackDown.
Go to a house show. Okay.
They have so much more fun at house shows.
Okay.
Like they were doing a house show loop where Triple H was a member of the Shield.
What? Just to fill in ourselves.
Yeah, because like I think Reigns was hurt at the time.
Oh, okay.
So they had like Rollins, Triple H, and Ambrose.
Oh, okay. Well, at the time, Kurt Angle filled in for. Okay.
I'll let you get to work. Oh my god, I get in so much trouble though, because I'm on this 80s wrestling auction page on Facebook. And he puts up this guy puts up so much stuff, and I'm just like, I want that. So it's like you just like do comments to like bid, and I'm just like,
what is you're looking for? Title belts or what in particular?
No, it's just like old promo pictures.
Oh, okay.
Stuff like that.
Like the kind of stuff they bring with them when they do appearances, that sort of thing. When let's see, in years ago, when I used to do the Lexington Comic and Toy Vader was there, with no line. It was incredible. I mean, the place was packed.
Like that's where I got these from. That is an all-access pass to the last ever Starcade.
Wow. Sid Vicious. I was watching a YouTube video of. You ever heard of Masa Chono?
Yeah.
Okay. Masa Chono was like doing different wrestling events, and some was here in the United States. And who was there? Sid was there. I guess this was last year. This is like maybe November of last year. Sid, Valentine, a bunch of others. He was going around taking selfies. But it's funny. He was acting like a fan. It's kind of like, this guy should be a guest here. He's going around taking selfies. It was kind of like, oh, he speaks a little English, but it was funny. Sid is still big. He's not massive, but he's still not a small guy by any stretch.
There you go. I got those from that.
Oh, nice.
I was very happy to get the Owen Hart one.
Did they do one of those? What's the show? Beyond the Ring, or what's the
Dark Side of the
Dark
Ring?
Side? Did they do one on him?
On Owen?
Yeah. Okay. How was it?
It was good.
I've only seen a couple of those. I saw the Randy Savage one, and I saw the Benoit one.
Yeah.
I think the Benoit one was the last one I saw. That was heartbreaking. It was just kind of, because you understand, I used to be a huge Benoit fan.
Oh yeah.
I mean, before the WWE. I mean, when I used to get tapes.
Yeah.
From like the Canadian stuff years ago, and it was like I just thought, this guy, he's got it all. It's kind of like that was hard to watch. I'm like, I used to be the biggest. I mean, when he wore the mask in Japan, when he was Wild Pegasus, and it's just like when that happened, it was like, it's like anybody, but why did it have to be him?
Yeah. I'll never forget that day though, because me and my wife were out just kind of like running errands.
Mm-hmm.
And we stopped at the gas station. And WWE at the time had a text alert system. Like, so you could get like, they would send you a text like, hey, check out Raw tonight to see,
Oh, okay.
you know. And they sent out in a text that Benoit and his family were found dead in their home. And I was just like,
at first,
what?
I thought it was, I thought someone killed him. Because do you
Right.
remember Dino
Well,
Bravo?
Yeah.
And
They
I
did,
thought
they
since.
did a Dark Side of the Ring on him.
Of Dino Bravo?
Uh-uh.
Oh, really? See if I can find that one as well.
He died of lead poisoning.
Oh, lead poisoning. Oh, yeah, that was an unfortunate
I
accident.
watched one of those with the guy that got stabbed in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Bruiser Brody.
I just want to watch it because I just like that Blaze channel. So I try not to watch anything and give them it.
That's why all I do is I buy the season on Amazon, and then whenever they go up, I just watch them. So I'm kind of giving them money,
Yeah.
but I'm not giving them ratings.
You'll get no ratings from me.
That's right. That's why I bought Shudder for a year.
What's that? Never heard of
It's
that.
a horror app.
Yeah.
Oh, Shudder. Oh, yeah. Okay, I have heard of
How
that.
could you not? Anyone associated with John Polka not know about Shudder? I mean, it's less than like 60-some bucks.
If I get one more streaming service, I'm telling you, it's kind of like I got rid of a lot of cable channels for that very reason. If I get all these streaming, it's like I'm back to square one.
That's what people don't seem to quite grasp. That's the way it ends up. I mean, I have Shudder because it's separate, and then but I have cable. I have big time cable, so I have. I use my brother's Netflix, and then he can use our cable login.
Yeah.
And then, but as soon as they put an HBO Max on a Roku, I'll be good because I have HBO.
Yeah.
And I have access to Max.
Yeah. That's how it is with me. Like, I'm just waiting. Like, I don't understand how they launch HBO Max without a deal with Roku or Amazon.
They don't want to give them the data. They get better. It's not even about dollar amount. They get better numbers as far as the streaming if they have to stream it directly from them. They lose some of the data if people seem to be streaming through a Roku or whatever.
But it was just so weird to me. Like, I'm like, the two biggest streaming platforms in the world.
Especially since they're literally phasing the DC Universe app out.
Yeah.
And putting everything on Max.
Yeah.
They are?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They haven't said it officially, but
the way that they're doing things.
Titans is going, Doom Patrol's there, Harley's there.
And then Stargirl's going to CW.
Which I have cable so I can watch.
Right.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Good. Yeah, I can't tell who people are with these masks, but I thought, okay, he looks familiar.
Who was that masked man?
My tape gun.
No, original students.
Yeah, he's got taken everything that I need to work with. He's jamming me up.
Applesauce.
Nice.
I got none of them brought a full foot cable,
I
so
wish I had not gotten rid of it.
Oh, nice.
this one shouldn't bog down.
Yeah, I was.
For some reason, I kind of want him looking this way instead of looking that way. I mean, I could make it just like that, but what do you think?
Whatever you want
Is
to
that
do,
okay?
by all means. I trust you implicitly.
Well, I mean, nobody is with the COVID thing. People trying to stay in.
This isn't picking up audio too, is it?
Yes.
Nice.
I turned the mic on. I turned it back on when you guys were having a conversation about wrestling. I was like, and I even wrote, I got to turn the mic back on for this one. You guys-
I honestly, I'm forgetting that it has a mic, and it's kind of like, oh man,
They said that they're watching it over there. He's like,
what are they talking about?
they were talking about Bill, and he's like, I should text them, let them know that I can hear them.
I realized the sale runs tomorrow.
They,
I didn't even think. I went to go during the week. I ran up to get a camera.
Yeah.
Didn't even dawn on me that everyone and their uncle is at home zooming now, so no one has webcam. And think about it, since my camera's built into my work laptop.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was just gonna check out. So, other than some of the like, I wasn't sure if you said that.
What he's doing is, like, if it's in those bins and it's it's $9.99 or below, but above $9.99 is half.
Okay.
Trades of hard covers are half. I need it. Yeah. And then there's all the ones up front there.
Okay.
I won't let you get to it in the wonder.
All right.
Toys,
30%
all
off
the
regular
legends,
stuff,
20% off. The bigger stuff
$5.
there is 30% off.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
And then the stuff back there, 20% off on the wall, 25% off on the box.
Okay, so nothing over there.
On that wall, I'll do 20% off on that wall.
Okay, sweet.
You might be able to find those in the bin there. In the bin price, they're only about 20% off. I mean, I know I stocked them at one point, but I just don't know if anyone actually bought them. I'm not what you call a big seller for it. 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
They were, so when one came out, so they were for a while. They got popularity for years. We usually put 1, 2, and 3 to try to keep on the wall.
8, I think.
Yeah. That is gotta be the worst pizza I've ever seen.
I don't know. That was good to keep.
Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. Oh, that's you and that. That was it. That was on that shelf. Yeah, shield, C number.
So, it tends to be for
What about that? You guys have any? How much are you?
I really want that the new Masters of the Universe wrestling ones. They have the
WWE ones?
yeah. They're going with the New Day with the 3 faces of the New Day. Dude, that rules. Yeah, that one I really want.
$12.50.
Oh, yeah,
There are on some of them, but no board.
okay, yeah, I'll get that. Yeah, I stopped at that speedway that's right there at the top of my street. Drove a couple of places of pizza and I touched it.
Anything from Franklin's or?
Oh, dude, yeah, I'm so sorry. I stopped over and told that before I came over this weekend. Yeah, I'm following the series Michael Apocalypse.
Gotcha.
Saw a couple of trade boxes I haven't gotten them.
It's getting slow nowadays, man. I don't know what, you know.
I got a year 1 and Long Halloween. Jeff Lowe in sale. For Frank Miller.
Is he, that's the one that
So, you been bugging Marvel about getting on that Ultraman book?
Oh no, I actually I thought about it, but then work started to pile up. I'm like, oh, how would I fit it in? If they asked me, I would obviously love to do it. But the covers they've been doing have been pretty amazing, especially the Art Adams one on Instagram. How you've been showing him doing it step by step.
Oh, really? I don't know if I've seen that one yet. I'll have to Google it.
Yeah, or just go to his Instagram page. It was, I mean, it starts from just a rough sketch to the finished one.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, he's a bigger Ultraman fan than I am.
Oh, really?
I mean, he's been collecting that stuff, the higher end stuff, for the longest.
He's probably ecstatic. There's Marvel doing it. They got that.
Well, they probably came to him immediately.
Right.
I mean, if not, they should have.
How many more? Was it 4 more? Excuse me. Are you excited for the reboot of Ultraman comics?
It depends on what they're doing with it. I mean, it's more like, I think with what they've been doing with putting all their Blu-rays out, I would have, I don't know, like I probably would have started with the show that's on currently, but well, the previous one, not the one that's on currently, because that's only 6 episodes in. But most, at least here in the United States, when people think Ultraman, they think of the old 1966 show. But I mean, it's been airing, well, with maybe a 10-year gap. It's been going on since 1966. It's almost like, you know how like there have been different Green Lanterns over the years? Same with Ultraman. It's not the same guy over all this time. So I figured I would have picked maybe one of the more recent ones, but you know, it makes sense why they're doing what they're doing. You know, so we'll see. We'll see.
I'm giving it a shot.
Oh yeah, same here. Same here.
One. Just one. Oh my god. I have people spend hundreds. They get one. Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought it was... Thanks. Should have did it one for every $50.
Then I gotta do that.
Yeah, he said he has to do math. He sounds like me. Like math.
You guys have a great weekend.
Oh, you too.
Yeah,
Take it
I'll
easy,
talk
man.
to you online. I
All
gotta
right.
get off.
All right. Have a good one, man.
You too. Have a great weekend. Daryl, what do you think about a gold lantern now?
I heard about that. That was that's from the future or something like that. You know, Legion character. Okay.
I've been picking up the series. I just haven't read the actual series yet.
Oh, okay.
That's why there's a gold lantern now. It looks cool.
Who is it? Is it someone? Is it a brand new character?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember when I first heard about that. 'Cause, you know, that was my first project for the company. It was Legion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's how I started. And of course, during the entire time, I said, you know, Legion stuff is great. I'm glad to be here, but I really wish I could draw Green Lanterns. But I mean, I was just throwing it out there, like, you know, never knowing that my assistant editor for Legion was also the assistant editor for Lantern. So he was going back and telling her everything I was saying. I'm like, oh, he does he? Well, let's see how he does on this. And then they showed up like, okay, we think we're going to give you a shot. I'm like, oh, okay. Pays to be vocal about your goals, you know?
I've been trying to push the Franklins for the last year to try and get in the Mad Cave.
So what?
Mad Cave is a small publishing company that probably started 2 years ago now.
Oh, okay.
And they do a talent search, and their stuff's really, really good. I buy every book the company puts out.
Where are they located?
That I'm not sure.
Pennsylvania.
Is it Pennsylvania?
They're like in that, I think so, because I talked to them at Baltimore the one year,
Mm-hmm.
to go. They just restructured, I think. Kind of like bump people up and expanded a little bit.
So they call it the Mad Cave?
Mad Cave.
Mad Cave.
Yep.
They're
Okay.
gonna pull.
What type of comics do they do?
They have stuff in like every type of genre, really. Like they started out with they started out with the Battle Cats or Knights of the Golden Sun came out first. I don't remember which. I think Battle Cats came out first. Which
It blew up. I mean,
yeah.
you could just, if you just wrote your names, you guys have a poll, and we'll just, if you get it, we'll
Here's one of them. Knights of the Golden Sun stuff.
You guys have a good one now.
Oh, good production, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see the cover of that? Okay, okay. So they have a talent search in the.
Yeah,
They just did it, didn't
it ends this month or end of August. So Franklin asked me what series that they should do a 3-page for. I said probably Honor and Curse. I mean, that's all samurais and the demon samurais stuff.
I always had I mean, I forced them to go up and get a portfolio review from Valiant at one time.
You say you forced them like they didn't want to do it?
I kept pestering Landon. I was like, you got enough stuff to go up and get a portfolio review. We're doing them here at the show. I forget what show it was. And yeah.
And that's
the only problem, the only thing he missed out on is the guy said he was going to send them, he liked it, he was going to send them samples to do.
Yeah.
But then Valiant restructured.
Oh, okay.
So the guy who talked to him,
He's gone, right?
I don't know if he was gone or if he was shipped it up. So it wasn't any longer his issue. So,
right.
Plus, I don't think that he really followed up well. I mean, I told him, I was like, I emailed the guy as soon as I got home from the show, thanking him for his time. And
because see, they don't companies don't show up to conventions like they used to. I mean, think about it. In the old days, DC and Marvel set up at Mid Ohio. I mean, in Mansfield. If there was a show with probably over 200 people, all the major publishers showed up.
Yeah. But that's crazy now. Like, you have these shows with, like, I mean, you get C2 now. Image doesn't even show up now.
you might get a little booth of Skybound.
No, Skybound wasn't even there this year. Last 2 years. I think.
I don't know if it's the right one, but so what I did with mine was I printed out the end sheet for this current issue of the DC Connect.
It's those crazy things that we're supposed to be handing
Which
out.
those were the ones prior. I didn't know if this was supposed to be the one you'd be ordering from. I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably, best I can do is give you a box. I think we got some back here.
Oh, is that a big one?
Pardon my reach, sir.
He wants it, but I'm giving it to him.
Gotcha. Timothy Brothel, we should have a box down below as well.
I'm sorry, I got it.
Oh, no, okay.
Robin Hood.
I see that.
This is for
Vegan.
oh You know that his wife is into Robin Hood.
No, I was just here when he was talking.
Oh, okay.
Covers it up. You know, on that.
One of these days you'll have to explain to me this light box now.
Oh, well, what I do is I'll do a rough like sketch underneath,
Uh-huh.
and so once I get it the way I want, that way I don't have to have as much construction lines on the original.
Gotcha.
It makes it cleaner.
And I just bothered you and lost your.
No, I wanted to show you how that works.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, I remember we were at Gym City one year, and I was next to Arville Jones, and he had this because I've been searching for something like this for over a decade, easy, and I could never find. I work with a light table at home, but it's not travel size,
Right.
and I thought I'd work so much faster if I had a portable like light table, and every one I would see was just more like it just wasn't, travel. So I still remember I was doing a Daredevil, he was working on an Iron Fist, and I see it, and at first I thought it was like a big iPad or something like that, and I kept saying it's almost like if you saw a UFO with Bigfoot and Elvis walking out of it, you were like, am I seeing what I'm seeing? And so he's drawing, and when you draw, you look up, and every time he looks up, I'm looking at him, and he was like, what? I'm like, what is that? And can it be? It's like, oh, it's my light table. It's like, may I? So, I mean, he's not finished with the sketch. I'm like, I'm sorry, just 2 seconds. Like, oh, it's so lightweight. Where did you get this? He said, everyone asked me that. My daughter got it for me from Amazon. I think we went up to the hotel room. I wanted to make sure they had some in stock. So when I got home back to Columbus, I ordered it that night.
Nice.
And they've come down in price. I think my daughter, I got her one like half the size because she does film it. Because these are originally for film,
Right.
but I used it for art. But I got her the smaller one when she's going her strips of film for her work. But yeah, it's funny when I have this at shows, artists will see it and like, where'd you get that? So I like each one of us does that same spiel like like Arville did. It was
It's
like
funny.
I
had Jaden 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
He's gotten big into Pokemon.
Oh, really?
So he gives me this picture of a Pokemon that he drew, and I go, man, buddy, I says, you did a good job drawing that. And he said, thanks. And he gives it to me. So I had him again this past week. And I go in the room after I'm done working. Here, he took his tablet and he looked up the picture on his tablet, and he had a piece of paper. Here he traced off the picture of the tablet. I thought he drew the one that he gave me.
But hey,
he did the same thing. He did, he took his tablet and found the picture he wanted and then put a piece of paper over it.
Okay.
And it was basically just doing what you're doing, but you drew the one you're tracing. But he took the image, he was tracing the image offline that he had found and liked. But when he gave the one that he gave to me, I thought he actually drew things. I said, man, this kid's good.
But still, at that age, it still takes some dexterity just to even maintain the trace. So I didn't know he was into drawing at all.
He gets into whatever. When he was younger, he was making his own costumes.
Uh-huh.
And then as he got older, he just picks and chooses, and he just wants to do something
creative.
And I think he's just doing these things like at home. I don't know how much attention he gets at home.
Okay.
When he's here, we sit and talk the whole time he's there. We watch TV together. We play a game, whatever.
How old is he now?
He's 10 years old.
Is he really?
Yeah. So, but he's really gotten full bore into Pokemon. So I've been buying Pokemon cards off my buddy out of New York to help him make some money since he's got no conventions.
Okay.
And then it gives Jaden something to do when he comes over. He opens up a box of Pokemon, and we sit there and he shows me the rares and all that stuff, and he just gets so excited about it.
It's amazing that's still popular. I remember when my stepson, who's 30 now, I remember when he was little, he was into Pokemon cards, and I remember.
I think it's always out there, but it's just a generation that gets into it.
But I mean, so many things come and go, but it's like, wow, it's still around. I remember there was a comic shop around the corner from us, and I remember we would take Desi over there, and he'd get he was always looking for the Charizard.
Yes.
That was the big rare one back then. Oh, it still is. Oh, okay. I thought that was okay. It still is.
There's so many variations. He'll find
bigger one.
Oh yeah.
He'll find pictures and he'll have me look them up. He'll find cards and he'll have me look them up to see what they're worth. He'll get so excited. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one.
Who's his favorite?
I don't know. I really don't. I mean, he likes them all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
Gotta
likes
catch them all.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
used to watch that cartoon.
Well, then I was rooting through stuff when Eric and I were going through boxes, and I found a signed Pokemon Comics #1, and I gave it to
Really?
him, and he got all excited about that.
Wow.
Well, I'm gonna go do some work, and I'll let you do your work.
Okay.
I figure I'm sitting over there, might as well do something. My employees set too high of a standard for me.
Who would that be? You're a hard worker. Is it?
Very warm out there. How's it going?
Hey, Tiffany wanted me to try to call you to on something.
Hello?
Hi.
You guys know,
You got a headache? You know?
Because I mowed the grass yesterday and it was all dusty, I knew I was going to end up waking up with a sinus headache, and I did. So I took some this morning, but it's like easier to try to keep fighting things. Like, don't. No, this is bad. But don't in that person. And it's just because of the, all the dust.
How's it going over there?
Not bad, not bad. All the dust when I empty the bag out.
Really? Well, I have things on the but I think they have on.
Oh, yeah. No, you want them. See what he did for me. Gradual, but he's in the
I knew that was coming.
I just walking out of the Franklin right now. I think he came in to get a cupcake.
What cupcake?
Well, I was just gonna say, what cupcake?
I had bought a thing of double chocolate cupcakes too. It got shifted off to the side. I was wondering why no one had hit it yet.
Oh, I'm
There's
like,
only 3 of them in the package, so.
oh, I
now
thought those were
there's 2.
muffins for some reason.
Oh, they're chocolate muffins.
There's a difference between a muffin and a cupcake.
That's like when
I'm
people
just
say-
saying. Just saying.
I go
A
to
muffin's only a
IHOP.
cupcake without.
I go to I'm eating breakfast. I'm eating pancakes. I'm like, you're eating cake.
Cake.
Like the pancakes have enough toppings on them to throw you into a diabetic coma.
Hope not.
Yeah, those for the raffle. They'll start if you buy something, you fill out the ticket, throw it in there. I'm not worried about you not buying something.
Oh yeah, right. I can't get out of here without it.
I got a pen. I heard that.
The Mondo free comic book day. I guess Spirits was like, I was just like, okay. Then he was just, I gave it to him. And he's just like, oh wait, you have a pinball. And I'm like, yeah. You take it.
And he also has.
The venom, I don't know.
If it's not that good, probably. I would probably say no.
Alright,
That's a hard one to come by.
Is it?
yeah,
It's one of the more popular Venomized ones.
that's what he was like. He'd rather have that if he doesn't have this one either, but he'd
Yeah, the
rather.
only other one I saw go today was Storm.
Yeah, she's still back there. It's so rocky.
Okay.
I showed the work in progress to my wife, like when you were just doing the pencils,
Mhm.
and she's just like, "Oh my god, that's so cute."
You showed her before it was done. You didn't want to spring it on her? No. Okay.
I'm bad at that. I'm horrible with gifts, with anything. Like, my wife always makes fun of me because she's like, "I can never have a normal Christmas," because like I'll give her presents, like I'll like start ordering her stuff in like November,
Oh.
and then as soon as it comes in, I'm just giving it to her like, "Merry Christmas." She's just like, "I can never have a normal Christmas."
What about anniversary? Did you surprise her then?
Nope. Same
Nope.
thing.
Same thing. Okay. How long have you been married?
It will be 12 years this year.
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah. Yep. I figured I'd wear the nicer one. The other one I have is Grim Reaper giving me the finger. I had some and I forgot I wanted to have it. I just ordered one from based off of this book, but it's something that's killing the children. They're doing one of the like the neck ones where you can pull it up and it's got the teeth on it.
Yeah.
I see something like that. I think it's yeah. It looked pretty cool. Have a good one.
If you want to wear a mask, you might as well make it fun.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I ordered these two from two, but I didn't realize that they all still go through threadless. Times threadless was behind, so it took a while for me to get here.
Yeah.
The other one, the strap broke, but I pulled it apart and just resewed it. Yeah.
Oh, I guess I'm not drinking anymore, so I should put my mask on.
746. The ride wasn't bad, but
Yeah. That's the newest one.
yeah. It just ended up too long ago.
You got all one project too.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up getting it the first issue.
Adam, these ran or something? What it was?
Yeah. So I was like, wow. Didn't do that, I might as well.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Cool, thanks, man.
Yep,
You do one, be good.
Thanks, Jim, the brain. Huh?
What do you have?
Yes, please.
Give me 5 more minutes and we'll be done.
Let's go.
Hey,
How's
how's
the
it going?
great
Hey,
Carol
Iron Man.
Nice.
Somebody over here on the gallery.
What's happening? Just living the dream, you?
You what? I'm just living on it. Trying to figure out whose dream it is.
Yeah, well, you know, there are lots of different kinds of dreams.
My dream would be much, much worse. Mine involves
Oh, yeah. Holy cow.
Battle
yes.
armor Skeletor.
Oh, my gosh, that is fantastic.
Are you also getting a Skeletor from one of Franklin's? Because they're working on another.
But that could be,
That's sweet.
yeah.
You do
He drew that.
that?
Yep.
No.
Thanks.
How much is that?
100.
100.
I sold that whole.
A bargain at any price.
Oh,
What is it? Oh, it's fantastic. Kurt will be very happy if I give it to him.
he said, Daryl didn't have it finished. I'm surprised. He normally he's good at that, but he said he had to skip it this year, so don't know what happened to it.
And it must be like it's literally on 3:30.
Shane said that you guys are going to a wedding.
Yeah, I just got back from one.
Oh, okay.
He's working one tonight. I had a different one earlier. So
Oh, I see. I made it the same one. Like,
Yeah.
oh, the Crying Boys do
Well,
everything. It's like,
he sent me a message. He's like, "Well, why don't you just skip yours and go to mine?" I'm like, "It doesn't quite work that way."
no. Is it a relative?
No, just a son of some friends of ours.
Oh, okay.
So
All right. Congratulations.
thanks. I had nothing to do with it. I just sat there. But thank you.
But all the kids do on about.
That's good.
That work?
Well, I thought he'd be out there with the
I've got a,
that new $2 stuff.
Oh,
He was.
I bought a bunch.
He's already out there.
I've got a bag I can put this in.
What's that?
I got like a sleeve I can put this in.
That's fine. No, it's a nice selection.
You want this too?
Yeah.
You're
not gonna keep it.
Well, oh, I got the new shirt.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, we're not going to get to wear them this year, but
Well, we'll do a Zoom and just pretend it's just a
we're
show.
going to have to. Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, I'm over here in line to see. Think of someone. Walt Simonson. Yeah, who are you doing? Oh, I'm over here talking to Bill Sienkiewicz. Yeah, that's it. That's
Hope
the
has
ticket.
done a couple of those things you bid on, and you talk to the artist while they draw the on tune.
Oh, really?
So he could probably wear it to one of those.
Yeah, he did the Hero Initiative.
Yeah.
You can fit on, you get a sketch and a new ball.
I think he just won his second one recently. I can't remember who it was, though.
If that's all you're doing is looking, I'm going to go.
Hey, one more thing.
There you go. Mhm.
I'll stop on the way home and get a frame for it.
Oh, okay.
I'll get a
Fantastic.
frame for it and have it up on the wall.
Hope she likes it.
Now, don't forget the soundbite from the other one.
Huh?
The other photo.
No.
The
Oh, right. See, you could have had a full body. You should have said,
No?
it's too late. I'm already doing that one.
I think that's gonna look amazing.
I hope so. I've never drawn him before, so here it goes.
You just want me to pay you when you're done with the other one?
Yeah, you can just.
Okay. It'll be like what, 140?
Do either of you guys remember a
yeah, what-
statue where he's standing?
Because it's
on
100.
piece of-
and then
Yeah,
40.
yeah, that's true. What
That
is
sounds
it?
familiar.
Yeah, is that the one with where he's got his hand in his hair?
From
Well, I
John
thought this was, and he said, no, it's a statue, not a gallery. He
Yeah.
said it was back here in the back, but we cleaned all this stuff up, and
I normally would get that, but I don't.
Yeah, I vaguely remember it.
he said it's not a gallery.
Yeah.
Oh, I never got to read it. I thought maybe it was a gallery, but I couldn't believe it. Give me everything. Everything that we have back here, we took. Let's go.
So I don't know where it's been or where it's due.
Is next door looking?
Up there is
I just think it's awesome to watch this process. The way that you're just like looking at a picture and just going,
yeah, it's like likenesses are fun. That's how you. That's
I haven't been disappointed with any of yours so far.
the one that I was surprised the most was the close up of just the Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That
oh
was
my god, I didn't think I could do it. It's just kind of like, especially on the fly. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Sean went from having hair like 3 feet long to I think he's like almost bald now.
Well, he cut it all
I just cut it off.
off. Yeah, he cut it all off because he was starting to go thin on top.
Oh, okay. He's like, forget it.
Like he kind of was just finally like, you know what? I'm just gonna get rid of it.
I don't remember anything ever.
Like Stone Cold. When I first started watching him, he was wrestling in Texas. He had long blonde hair.
Mhm.
They fought all that
Even when he
stuff
was starting in WCW.
Had a short stomach. Got the horse stuff.
When I first saw Steve Austin, he was Steve Williams. That was his original name, and he was a tag team with what was that guy's name? See his face, can't remember his name. I want to say John Tatum, but I don't think that's right. And I could tell even then, he just had that, that the term "it factor" gets tossed around, but he really just had that. Like I can picture him in the WWF. I just remember thinking that. So what was the first time I saw Shawn Michaels wrestle? Oh, he was I guess it was still Martin. There the Midnight Rockers.
Yeah,
And,
in AWA.
yeah, and I remember it seemed like he would have a singles match here and there against Billy Jack Haynes. I remember that full Nelson, and that was it. I'm like, oh, give him a chance to really shine. It was almost like a squash. I just remember that well. I'm like, I think this guy will be. I think he'll be all right.
Can I get you to? No worries.
Oh, you know the answer to this. What happened? Did he get injured? Because he didn't always sound like that.
Who?
Shawn Michaels. It seemed like was that the result of an injury?
I'm not sure.
Because I don't remember his voice didn't have that. Well, you know how he sounded. It seemed like his voice used to be different.
Yeah.
And,
I think it might just be age.
Really? Okay. I tell you who I thought was making that voice up was Randy Savage.
Yeah.
I just knew that was a fake voice.
Yeah.
It was like, no, this is what he sounds like.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's I didn't think about it when I went to. I was going to go through my board. Right. I didn't even think about it when I.
So Dark Side of the Wrestling still comes on. Dark Side of the Ring? What's it called?
Dark Side of the Ring.
Dark Side of the Ring. What's some recent ones? You know, I've only seen like two of them.
I mean, now the guy.
I'm trying to remember. The season finale was always hard. Regularly.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That didn't do much good to you.
You're the new member of the Bullet Club.
The season finale, it's not on anymore. Like I said, they had the season finale.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did he bring that up? Yeah. Because I couldn't find one. I was like, hey, Bill, put that up. Nope.
What number is the
The first episode was Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth.
Okay, saw that one. Yeah.
Then the Montreal Screwjob. And then the killing of Bruiser Brody. The Von Erich family. The mysterious death of Gino Hernandez.
Saw that one.
And then the Fabulous Moolah was the season finale of that one.
Okay.
And then Benoit Part 1 and 2. The Life and Crimes of New Jack. The Brawl for All.
I remember that.
Jimmy Snuka and the Death of Nancy Argentino. The Assassination of Dino Bravo. David Schultz and the Slap Her Around the World. Cocaine and Cowboy Boots, the Herb Abrams story.
Who's that?
The promoter of the UWF.
Oh, okay.
The Last Ride of the Road Warriors. And the Final Days of Owen Hart.
How was the Road Warriors?
Wasn't bad.
I remember.
I was never a huge Road Warriors guy. So, to me, it was just kind of like, I'll watch it because I've watched all the other ones.
Oh, okay.
I've done it too.
Yeah, I was
A couple of them that
huge Road Warriors fan. I remember when Animal's son was playing for Ohio State.
Yeah.
play by the rules.
I thought it was just a coincidence that the last name was Laurinaitis. And I'm like, there it is. Wow. That's the one I'm like.
Hey, I'm scrolling through because I'm like, I know I have pictures of it. There's the work in progress too. That I snapped over your shoulder.
Oh, okay. That was that at Neo?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the one. I remember that because they have the indoor soccer flooring.
Oh yeah, that was so comfortable.
And then when he does miss something, he's paranoid about it. And I'm like, oh my god, okay.
I said, I just like watching your process is just enthralling to me. Like you're just like, and
I
then
just pretend like I know what I'm doing.
Huh?
I just pretend like I know what I'm doing.
But it's just so funny to watch because then it's just like you build it in, and then it's just like, oh, it's taking shape now.
We'll go over and say, hey, and then I'll be back.
I want to run this out to my car real quick
Oh, okay.
so I don't forget it anymore.
You can ask me if you can squeeze in. Worst case scenario, if you can't get to it, and if you want to get one, and you guys can't hang out, I mean, we'll just keep it back. You can pick it up anytime. Yeah. Yep. It's vintage shoes. They're below $9.99. They're $1. Above that, they're half. Variants and sets are half.
Hi, how are you doing?
Hardcovers are half. That's
Trying to decide exactly what it is that he wants.
Oh, okay.
25% off.
You want to take a look through the prints here?
30% off.
Sure.
Okay. They're different ones, and I've got some more. Like in case any of those run out, I've brought some more with me.
Then go over to the other building.
So what do you typically put on the front of it?
Yeah.
Like,
I usually I'll do a little just Green Lantern Kyle Rayner, since
Okay.
that's the story that I did in there.
Yep.
But I mean, it could be any character, but that's what people tend to want. Yeah.
okay.
So you're interested in getting a sketch on the blank cover there? Giving it some thought?
He wants one of everything, realistically. So to get something on the front of the blank cover, how much is that?
Well, whatever they charge for the book, and
Okay.
then the little headshot is 40.
Okay. Okay, and then if you wanted a sketch done of something else, then that's the 100, right?
Yeah, that's a full body.
Okay. Of what you want of the other one? I gotta learn how to draw faces.
You draw also?
A little, yeah.
Oh, okay. All
Mostly people. But faces and hands are not my job.
right.
326.
It's never proportional.
I saw your poison ivy on the board back
Oh man, super impressed. Super impressed. Ooh, I'm in somebody's way, and I'm trying to, and I got a bag, and I'm gonna bump into people.
I got you. You want to take the bag?
I know.
I don't have a statement. Anytime someone came on a sign book, I'm going to get signed. I got a wall of them that I get collected, so it's my hobby. So I got to buy the book and I'm coming back to you, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm just hanging out. So
That is mine. Oh, I know. They got some beautiful people. They recently had a he's got more of his better stock he's got next door. He set up a room there.
Oh, really? You took that right there.
Yeah, they went on. Bill's got the other room set up with shows. Also, like some of the better stuff. This stuff leaves built from something found around in here. Get a unburied one of yeah. Safe plus egg. Because it doesn't tell him to. It doesn't start beeping. Where at next door? If you go out and around, go up, go into the toy room, then the room next to the toy room. Oh, I'm with you. I don't know if he's got his back door open or not. Okay. There goes. Yeah. 320. That way, at least it can help justify the role. That's always a hard one to swallow. Go for it. No, I've the brothers next door. I got hooked last year at the last town, and I think I have almost 13 commissions. And I just got a Harvey poison. Can I get a signature on this?
Sure.
For you? I should probably untape it like a goober, though. Let me. And okay, do you still use Square?
You just have the one, right?
Yes.
You have just one item is free.
Oh,
if you had
no,
like one,
let me buy your signature.
no, well, if you had like two, it would be fine. But just one is just
Okay. I got a whole wall of these that I get them, and they're lean down in my basement, my wall of signatures, where I pick them up as I go.
Oh, fantastic!
So I'm excited to add this one. My buddy will be jealous. He's a big Green Lantern fan.
Is that right?
Oh yeah.
All right.
He'll get all upset with me.
Should have been here.
He works for the prisons, so
Oh,
he works
okay.
Saturday, Sunday.
Oh,
He's
okay.
just
He's kind of
one
busy.
those unlucky fellas.
Oh.
Thank you, man.
Oh, thank
Have
you.
a great day.
You too. All right. So what did we decide?
I don't really know, so I just want for somebody that knows nothing about Green Lantern, get them in the Green Lantern.
Okay.
Character.
This is for someone.
For,
It's mine.
Oh, okay. So you're just now getting into Green Lantern, is what you're saying. Okay. Well, I mean, I just do a Kyle Rayner. That's the story I did in there.
Okay.
Is that good?
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever's.
Let me.
Because we haven't been next door yet either, so
Oh, okay.
we've got some time to hang around if you.
What's your name?
John Newell,
Last initial.
N.
N. All right.
Let's put it this way, what characters do you like?
Batman.
Yeah, my main collection is Batman Who Laughs.
I didn't know what you kind of figure Batman has been Green Lantern before.
Yeah, it's. I haven't read the 80th anniversary. Like, I don't read specifically Green Lantern, so I'm not sure what's in it and everything.
Sure,
Yeah, I
sure.
don't either, but I bought it. Well, someone I know did a story in it.
Who was that?
Which is cool. Cool.
All right. So
Well,
yeah, if you can check back a little bit later because I've got a couple to do, but if not, I could leave it. Are you in town or?
we come up here almost every weekend.
Okay.
So,
Because I'm going to be here till they like close. So if you can't get back, I'll just put your name on it, and then if you can come by and pick it up, if you could do that.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
I guess leave the money with them.
Okay.
However you want to do it.
I don't know, that was a good read. Well, I did. Just telling you.
Yeah. I like that kind of, like, I saw that picture.
Well, that's the Ranger Slick.
Coyote's kind of about. Look at like this. Smiling. You don't even know what you did. Like, you're right.
One goes back to the world where Dragon was Overlord. Out of his time. So that's what that's basically setting up turtle.
No tag.
It's a world we want.
Not very heavy, so she's writing stuff down.
Yeah.
But it says in big bold letters, not alphabet.
Yeah, it'll be going on tomorrow.
Snout? I don't know. I've never seen a cat with a snout like that. Nope. The dog looks like that. Right. I've never seen my cat find alligator draw me by oh, God, that makes it in their mouth. Like, oh, yeah. It makes it like, there's someone here. Awesome.
Oh, yeah. I was one on a sketch cover.
It was like, it was a young one. I think my dad like sketched over some words or something like that. Oh, okay. For a little while. They're weird. They're soft.
You want?
I'm gonna take your word for it because I don't think I ever want to actually slap it out.
We have 3 right here.
Okay. Those are cool. I've seen people get that.
Open stuff out. But the one that we had the longest, you could sit on his shoulder and stuff like outside. You gotta do yard stuff, and you can sit on your shoulder.
Do you want us to pay you separately?
Yeah, probably just better just to do it to give it to me separately, and just yeah.
It's kind of like an outdoor cat.
That's how I did.
We'll hunt you down.
He got mauled by a couple.
I know some people
Something got him. I think it was he wasn't fully grown yet, but he was good size.
Okay.
About a year old. We haven't put him down, but my parents actually had a picture of him.
Do they really? That's cool. Did you think older siblings?
Yeah, like I got.
I have an older brother and sister.
Do they go to class too?
I have a.
I'd like you're the first person that I've met who brought this up. All the side
character that's been done. So I try to get the character more known anyway, so yeah, I think about the lantern, the lantern out. Yeah, they're working on it now.
Oh, okay.
Cool. I just need to.
They both have correct.
Oh, right.
More or less. Right?
He's definitely taken a lot of stuff back for me.
Okay.
Done forward and back.
Right.
All right.
Can I change what goes on that cover?
Sure.
Can I get you to do Batman Who Laughs, Green Lantern?
The full body or just a headshot, like the $40 like a face?
Let's go with the full pair.
The full $100 one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Had like 4 long boxes.
Let me
You hadn't even read. You kept getting all your new comics, but you never read
the Batman Who Laughs as a Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I'm down to just 3 short
You have
boxes.
full creative license after.
I've never read the 4 long boxes, but
Dude,
Put them away.
I don't think that's progress then.
I read like
Okay.
I get 10 to 15 books. I could
All
probably read
right.
one.
Thank you. Appreciate it. So yeah, I'll just leave it because that's going to take longer than a headshot. So
Okay.
yeah, I'll probably just make sure I have it done before I leave today and just leave it with Nick.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I think you'll like this if you give it to me.
Nick, I'm judging.
Oh my God! You gotta remind me.
I deserve to be judged.
I forgot to bring your freaking movies then.
My son's doing something about it.
Yeah, but literally sitting right on my table. I get the stuff first. I don't care.
Where were they coming from?
Phil was over there. He needed a statue, and I was sitting outside. He goes, he's like, you don't have to sit out here anymore. Like, I think we're good. I was like, are you going to stop doing? He goes, yeah. I was like, there's some bullshit you have, and like, I don't want to wait till like you have everything.
Well, if he's like someone else, he can grab box and bring it over, fill what we need.
I can start that Tuesday. I was gonna tell you before I left. I was gonna give you my information to say like, I don't know if like Bill's kind of scattered. I was gonna tell you like Tuesday or Saturday. If you know something needs done, just have him come in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Check. But the key is I don't want him coming in and actually getting something done so someone else can just sit here and do nothing.
Well, I know that Bill's next big project is the works.
Okay.
And so I told him, I was like, well, you know what you want to do with it.
Yeah.
Tell me, because he said he's gonna have Eric. He will do whatever he wants done with it. Eric's gonna do it. There's no like high dollars like here.
Yeah.
Right. So I was like, dude, let me know what you do with that. Tell Eric, and I'll do it with you. I'm not busy like I was last time I told you after next year. Like, I'm just working now, so like I can actually start working. Because he finally wanted to start putting on the schedule. Because he said he's going to meet me looking at conventions. But I'm like, I need 2 weeks notice to have that day.
Right.
So, and it never ended up working out. And this time, like, I'm just working. I was like, I can't have schedule time. Like, but I can check you every Thursday, tell you what Sundays I'm off, and I can come into the shop those days and do whatever. So, but yeah, if you want to start working on your Tuesday, let me know, and I can come back.
He's drawing.
Hi.
The guy that you talked to about.
I'm the one you can bother. You can watch him and be amazed, but
Be amazed.
You guys need help finding anything?
No, she just doesn't want to carry it around. She's gonna get that. And I'm gonna get this for a friend. So.
You guys still looking around and stuff then? Yeah. I'll get this back there for you.
He's gonna hold it.
Yep, I can put it back for you so you don't have to carry it. I know you can though.
I know you can. That's the important part. All right.
the only thing I've taken out of my bundle has been a lot. I read somebody say, look, I got a lot of bills.
Well, he's only his dinosaur machine that was sitting there.
Everything's on one. I want we all want yeah, I want it. Definitely going all the square, but square is a beautiful touchscreen employee and screen facing customer, where everything is done literally. And then you can also go monitor the website. And I wanted to make it awesome. Before on the income stuff all over the place.
What do you think? Too soon to tell.
They don't want.
So far, the hairline looks amazing.
Huh?
So far, the hairline
what an
looks
amazing hairline.
And you can start scanning stuff. You can go, hey, so-and-so didn't, and this will pull it didn't buy it, so take it off their poll for them.
I see, I still have some polls that I look at that. Not now, but yes. Well, because but like it's great, but it also gives me a lot of questions about that. Because like if you have like a title on your thing, it'll put all the related titles, which is great for me because it's telling about college and house events. Because I didn't know I wanted them. I didn't think I was going to get them because it wasn't on my list. Because it wasn't on anyway. I was like, oh gosh, those are awesome.
I got New Mutants in Excalibur, and I read the first issue of one of them. And I think maybe in this book,
See, I'm getting X-Factor.
I was even in this book though. I was about to start. I just gotta stop and put New Mutants in Excalibur, and I was like, they're gonna end.
I'll say, Excalibur, they did end, didn't they? Did they only get 10 issues on that? Is either that or Marauders? One of them I know because I was looking at
Marauders.
I was digging through back issues, and that one stopped at 10, but all the other ones were on 11. So, yeah, I got X Factor, but I mainly got that because North Star's going to be on it. So, he hasn't been anything in a while. I'm not going to be hard on it, so I don't know if I'll keep getting it when I pull the first issue just to see if I have it. Definitely not going to have to put it on that. No, maybe on that. So why doesn't he want to get it?
So the government man don't be up in the kitchen. He doesn't want an inventory because he doesn't want someone to look at it. And I told him, you can store that on a removable hard drive. And not, I'm just telling you don't have them. Right? Did you hear that one, Bill? Text me if you heard it.
Oh man, that's funny.
I mean, even like when Clan got hit, this system allows him to import his invoice and print out the pool instead of going through. This is stuff a lot of people get stuff they don't want.
One issue of that he had used because the first time I came in, that was the first thing I bought because I wanted to read that something reward. One issue wasn't through there, and it's not a back issue. And I looked for it while I was over there, but I expect that I'm interested for it. I forgot.
That's Johnny Storm, but you were all hot bothered.
Issue. He's over there.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah. I mean, technically, that's not even the real Johnny Storm. Isn't he 29? Didn't the original Johnny Storm die? But then he was like resurrected somehow in the negative zone.
He was resurrected. But like his body was resuscitated.
Okay.
So it's still him. But nobody dies. Let's be honest.
It's comics.
Question on
They retcon everything.
the $25 build a box. Does that include the box, or you have to pay for the box?
For the short boxes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything
Only the dollar.
Right.
Only the dollar.
But anything in here is
It's under $9.99 at the dollar.
over that is half price.
Yeah.
Warm outside.
Huh?
It's warm outside.
It's very warm outside. I'm glad that it slowed down because I don't have heat pump control anymore. But that's
I mean, I'll admit that it's been a long time since I felt sweat on it.
that's because you told me you were more comfortable outside than you were in here, and I was like,
And I used to do the exact opposite. I mean, I had heat stroke twice in my report. So
dollar boxes outside.
$2
Those are $2 boxes on new collection.
Okay. Yeah, so they're not part of any kind of bill.
So just anything in the back room. Yes.
Okay. Not any of the trades are hardcover.
Right,
They're
right.
just $5.
Right. Okay. Are they all $5?
Okay.
Half price on them?
The ones that are in there are all $5.
Okay. Okay.
Anything out here is
It's half price. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and people asking me questions. I was like, I remember this and this from the flyer, but what
I
was
got Bill asking me questions. I was like,
so literally, someone should go do like, hey, you can do couch control, and then he's gone. I was like, what if people have questions? Because I already have your flyer.
this is what I spent most of my time.
And who made the flyer? Because I know Bill did.
There's a customer, Chris Minto, who does graphic design. I don't know if he still is, but he did all the graphic work for Candy Furniture.
Okay.
So that's why it looks like a furniture. I mean,
You're like crap.
they're awesome.
Right in the middle of a line and it shuts off.
Don't get me wrong, they're awesome, but
Well, you know, it's there's a voice that says, you know, if this thing cut off, what would you do? Because you know, I've only had this maybe 3 years. It's kind of like, been doing this since the '80s. I think I can handle it. It reminds me of, you know, I've only had a cell phone maybe 12 years, and I remember I went across the street. There's like walking distance to a CVS, and I forgot my phone in panic. Like, I left my phone. I'm like, I got stranded in Canada once, no phone, no nothing, and I was like, oh well, I'll find a payphone around here. I'm like, fast forward, I panicked for forgetting my phone across the street. I mean, I can look out my window and see the CVS. So I'm like, oh, I think I left my phone on the couch. I'm like, I had a show in Canada once, and they didn't book my connecting flight properly, and so I was stuck there. And this was like the French speaking part. I'm like, oh, someone around here speaks it. I was not worried about it. I'm like, oh, it'll be fine. This is kind of cool, you know. And it worked out, but it was like, yeah, what happened? How did you go from that to, oh my God, I forgot my phone? It's like a teenager. No, not even that, because you know my teenage kids never did that.
That's her glass of water. She decided she wanted the one that was mine. My dogs are spoiled.
Clearly.
Hey, I haven't paid money for haircuts in a long time.
So you saved all that up to spoil dogs.
It runs $80 to get there because it's $40 a pop for each of them. So it's $80.
How often do you do that?
We only do that. We do that every 2 months.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's supposed to be 6 to 8 weeks. If you're doing it more than that, they're just stealing your money.
So the people are great that do it. So.
Yeah. we should find somebody to make one and say, I went bald so my dog can look better. Right, Nick?
Yeah. It's not wrong.
I don't have hair, so my dog's skin.
I mean, they literally, the one that kills me is, like, I live in the basement, so I'm not gonna lie. Don't always close the bathroom door because, you know, traffic, whatever. No, what I end up with are dogs sitting at the bathroom door staring at me. I'm like, can I just go to the can?
Like they're just sitting there looking at you like, what are you doing?
Can I come too?
One of them will come in and start scratching on my leg and go, hey, why aren't you petting me? Because I'm busy.
Oh,
I'm busy doing that thing that you don't ever want to do outside.
oh,
That's where my money went. That and stocks that all tanked on me.
did they?
Not bad. I mean, I'm a long haul investor, so one of them popped a little bit for me. If I would have sold it, I would have made money, but it wasn't. I'm looking at it as trying to get in early, and I'm going to ride it out.
Gotcha, okay.
Because a lot of my portfolio is weed stock. I still think that's going to be the money maker. That's my Disney. I've ridden the Disney train. I rode the Disney train from up to 175 down to under 100, and I'm still riding it. It's like an e-ticket ride. I bought my first electric vehicle stock because I wasn't getting in Tesla. And I don't buy partial shares. A lot of people are into that, buying partial shares. I only buy a couple shares here and there, so I bought this one Nikola.
Okay.
And when I bought it,
So you didn't buy Tesla?
No.
But you bought Nickel.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
The irony.
And the day I bought it, within that day, I made $30. But then it tanked under. Then it went down. It kind company hasn't really done anything yet. Right. I was like, I'm riding that out like 5 years down the road.
Are you on that app everybody else seems to be on with those things?
I am not a Robinhood trader. I have Fidelity. I can trade through a real brokerage house.
No, we can't.
Yeah. Well, I trade through my app. I transfer cash to my brokerage account and then I'll buy stock. I did just buy an ETF for that. So.
Okay.
But yeah, the Robinhood people are the ones making these ridiculous purchases of partial stocks that drove the likes of Hertz and whatnot up, even though they were literally going into bankruptcy.
Okay.
They drove a bankruptcy company's stock up.
Just not shares thing or the partial shares thing?
Well, that and because it was down like $1 or something.
Oh, okay.
It was like ridiculously low.
So everyone was like, "Look, buy it up." And it's not a bad decision because, like, if it's that low, they're either going to go bankrupt or it's going to go up.
I don't even care what it. I don't care what it does. But when Ford was under $6, it's like I just want to say I own Ford stock, so I bought some shares of Ford.
This guy.
He's got chops.
You think he did this?
Places.
You think he did this for a living or something?
I think he hit it. He did hide it from me. Like your house is up too? Yeah. Here. Everyone enjoys powder.
I'll see you.
Take it easy, man. Yeah. Probably not. If he would have had any, they would have been in the shells at the front door.
Now here's the real question. Are you going to do the tattoo?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell what it is. I mean, I could kind of hint at it.
I can get a better picture of it. You want to kind of freehand it in there?
Sure, let's go for it.
I trust you.
Sorry? We'll get dishes.
There you go. Yeah, dishes. They got work for you.
Not hard.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
dagger going through a heart with a snake.
Well, send that to me as well, and I'll put that in the last.
Yeah, it's just a dagger going through a heart with a snake.
My job? Actually, the job I actually do on a regular basis, not anybody can do it, trust me.
Get your figure.
Who?
David.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yep.
I don't know why you always doubt yourself on likenesses, because you always nail them.
I try.
Like you're just like, I don't know about likenesses. I'm just like, believe me, I've seen enough of you doing likenesses that I trust you to do just about anybody.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that. It's, see, also, I draw these with the thought in mind because you actually know wrestlers. You're like, what if they see this? It can't suck because it's kind of like, yeah, I saw that one drawing you got from a friend of yours. Oh, that was terrible. So I'm like, yeah,
It was so bad.
I don't want to get a sweet chin music.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, he's paying for it.
No. Oh, that's something. Well, my monkey goes.
Boxes over there. This one was in the box over there.
Yes.
1811.
Oh, we were about to do this.
The other one, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much. You have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Find some more stuff beyond here. Wanted to make sure that
What's the flavoring now? I gotta figure out what flavor.
it's 110.67.
Oh, yeah.
If they have kids, they won't let you read them. Touch screen, because you have to have a full touch screen for it.
Constant screen. Take care. Thanks a lot.
Long enough to all around. Didn't want to try to squeeze into a long box. Didn't think you were going to do it?
No. Kept getting to read you. But that's all right. I didn't see it.
Oh, 4. She's going to get the trades, I think, to order. We don't have them, but the series is done. Love it. No. But, I mean, it's just super fun. Why you use the top?
That's, yeah, the feeling you want, yeah. Not never really pop house. Clicking on the metal music, that helps too.
Yeah, like people reaching portals into the world,
Yeah.
and music. These special creatures are powered by different kinds of music. And the Falcon is powered by the guys you know. They form a super band, so they got the drummer, singer. It's just awesome.
Mitch.
Appreciate it. What can I say? How does the dollar almost $25 for a short box, $50 for a long box. Makes everyone anything else. Yep. And it's just the dollar book and the dollar up. Cool. All right. Here. Oh, never mind. Let's see.
I figured.
Which most recent?
Yeah.
Was it this week or?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it was this week, it would have been up there at Empire.
What's up?
So raffle if you want to sign a ticket. Yeah, you put a contact info on it. What was the specific one I was looking for was just saw someone buy a bunch of them. Oh. What is
I have no idea.
if you wanted to here there'd be a lucky
Oh, all right.
yeah, Christian Holland. I don't think they finished this season. I think it's starting just as everything got shut down. So behind.
I didn't even know it existed until last week.
Oh, I haven't bought a transformer phone in a while, but I mean, yeah, the company did. Okay.
Right.
T13.
Did you ever see the Terminator RoboCop?
Oh, yeah. I got
What do you think?
It was
Is it worthy?
It was really good.
Absolutely perfect.
Last year because I was friends with the guy who did some of the covers.
Wow.
So I bought his covers. So yeah, the series itself was really bad.
I ended up just getting like one of them, selling and all that. So I read it. It wasn't bad. I think it was the first one where they talked about all the level cost technology.
He's just a sexy boy.
There.
You want
I don't think I'll have to prove to anybody that I paid for it.
okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Always.
Hope you like it.
I like how sometimes
Let's get a picture of you, me, and Daryl before I leave. Then we'll Photoshop you in later.
The Marshalls don't like it.
The Marshalls.
every time those two and I'm on stores.
Yeah, I just saw him. I was like, oh man. So,
I think he's gotten more movement skip-wise. This kind of last minute type versus.
is that right?
Because the last time he was, I don't know if it was the Black Friday or whatever. He didn't seem to get a lot of action. That's why I gave him. I was like, "Yeah, I'm buying you a John Stewart 112."
I like that.
11-18.
Yeah, this was tough. I'm staying from store. Yeah, go to the side. No, never know
I would love that.
So that's pretty much the one that wants to look at. Pretty sure it does open up to the red button. Does it? I believe so.
You can just look it up for something in your house.
There you go.
Turn your TV on that way or something.
Better yet, hook it up so it actually opens your front door.
There you go.
Oh, well, we would definitely.
Otherwise, you're not real good at that. You don't find that in the
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, question for you. The Star Trek magazines in the bathroom and the sweat box, do those count for the $25 sale?
Sure.
Sweet. Thank you.
Oh, okay. As proof,
The boss was,
as proof that I did that because you could have drawn that.
Yeah, yeah, that's hysterical.
best part is, since I'm wearing a mask, the only time I'm gonna smile.
He's smiling, you just can't tell.
My devil's smiling for me.
What do you think?
I like your work, yeah. Thank you much. Yeah, that was good. All right. Good seeing you.
Good seeing you too.
I think I get something from you this year, so I'll probably have to message you or something.
Sure,
And
sure.
whenever you have it.
Well, conventions will be back. They'll be back.
I hope so. but
We'll see.
I'm not expecting that this year.
No, probably not this year. I'm going to think that this year's a lot.
But I feel like I can't go a year without getting one of them, so I need to get a
I'm
hold
trying to think what War Machine was last time.
I believe it was.
Yeah, I posted that and everyone loved it. It was like, okay.
Yeah, and I got a you did an Iron Man for me last year, or like not a comic con event.
Oh, okay.
It was,
I won't tell the government.
Star Wars.
You don't tell the government.
Oh, okay.
He's
Oh,
flying
yeah,
up
yeah,
there.
yeah. I remember that with the shape line.
Yeah.
The War Machine I did, Hasbro just did an action figure of that War Machine, like the comic one, not the movie one.
Yeah, which is the better one.
Yeah, and so I was like, you guys have that? I'll find it. But, I mean, it's funny me thinking about toys. I've got six action figures coming in the mail. It's like, yeah, I need some more, but I'm like, I'm a collector. What am I
I
going to
got
do?
it. If I think I took a picture recently, maybe my little room. I keep buying new phones and I can't remember how to. The birthday. This isn't helping. Click last year. Maybe not. Guess I gotta take some pictures. Oh, here we go. So I got small stuff. Wall in my basement here.
But did you get the Marvel movie Mandarin? Which I thought, why did they make a figure of that? You know,
No, I don't think I have
can't do
that.
it. But they made it.
Yeah, it's amazing what they'll make from that. Here's my John Byrne Threader Menace comic book hanging on the wall.
The what?
Shane got this for me. I have this love-hate relationship with John Byrne. It's John Byrne Threat or Menace.
Oh,
The
okay.
comic, yeah.
John Byrne. I remember, it's funny, in my mind, I make John Byrne and Terry Austin like joined the hip. And one day he was like, Okay, let me explain something. I work with John. They get along, but they're not joined at the hip like I want them to be. It's like, no, you know, yeah, just no. that was a misconception on my part. Um, John reminds me of a wrestler, really. It's like a character sometimes. Although I think in recent years he's mellowed because he's not the shiny new toy anymore. Matter of fact, his own words. This is at Mid Ohio time. I was sitting next to his Blood of the Demon writer, Will Pfeiffer. And normally, John has the long line wrapped around the building. He had no line, so he's wandering around. And he came up to Will and said these exact words, Will, I've got to make them love me again. And I'm like, and I'm thinking, there's a part of me, yeah, I remember in the old days of Mansfield, you were just firepower pretty good. And so it was like, it's not that way anymore.
Yeah, free comics will say is the one.
But now with those commissions he does, he's still has to follow them because those things are.
And I like how they did.
Yeah. I have a limit. I can only go so far. Matter of fact, I have a sort of a policy that I have they like a sketch prices thing, and people post this great art. But they'll be like, I got this for $1,800. I'm like, I can't like that. You paid way too much money for it. You know, it's a great sketch, but I just can't like it.
Oh yeah.
I have the same policy with Deadpool.
Oh yeah.
There's some Deadpool sketches, but I'm like, that's great. I just can't like
They'll be those little hardcovers.
You know, I'm not a Deadpool fan, but I gotta say, I really liked the second movie. I just thought it was hilarious. I'm thinking, I'm not even a Deadpool fan, and even I thought that was funny.
I read that. I haven't seen the movie.
Well, I think mainly it's Juggernaut in it. I've been wanting a Marvel movie with Juggernaut because the one in that X-Men movie, I could have strangled someone. Like, what is that? What is
That's the
that?
problem with the X-Men movies. I don't know what they do. It's like they get off track or something. And
Well, I just, well, number one, Juggernaut is not a mutant. He gets his power from that crystal. And it's kind of like they got Vinnie Jones in a muscle suit and called it Juggernaut. I'm like, who's responsible for that? Who do I have to strangle? Like, no. Then on top of that, because I didn't, when I saw it in just pictures online, I didn't want to see it. And then my stepson saw it. I said, well, at least how was the fight with Colossus? And he goes, what fight with Colossus?
Yeah.
I'm like, he didn't even fight Colossus. Like, no.
they misuse Colossus so much that they don't use him. That's the thing.
So we didn't get Colossus to be that feels like a comic till the Deadpool movie. As a matter of fact, he did fight Juggernaut in the Deadpool too. So and it was, it's a lot of nods from the comics.
That's good.
Because to me, the Juggernaut can't be a guy in a suit. It's got to be CGI, and he was.
Yeah.
So
he should be man. And the other one I want to see is him just running into blocks for 10 minutes. Actually, I have some food.
Oh, okay. So
I haven't sent it yet.
tell him I hope I can find this artwork.
I said he didn't have yours done, but I got this great.
I got this great Skeletor.
I'm gonna go home and scan it and send him a scan.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
Oh, thanks. That was fun. All right.
All right, hey man.
All right.
Good seeing you.
Good seeing you too. Take care, man.
Stay healthy.
All right. You too.
See ya.
Uh-huh.
Take care. Good seeing you.
So many people now.
Take care.
I'm going to spend
Yeah, man. Have a good day, man.
Yeah, you too.
That's Eric, right?
Yes.
I always get him mixed up.
Yeah, his brother's Kurt.
I know. I always just mix up names for some reason.
I didn't meet Kurt until much later. I've known Eric forever.
They're under $9.99. Oh, okay. I mean, I'll tell you. I'm just surprised. All right, thank you. Found something.
107.
What's next, Daryl?
Zatanna headshot.
Who's that for?
His name is Andrew Stewart.
Zatanna Deadshot. That's cool.
No, headshot. Just
Headshot.
Zatanna as
Headshot.
headshot.
So that'd be pretty
But
cool.
see, now I'm thinking of magic bullets. Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
Oh.
The regular bench. Amazing the amount of people saying that they didn't see enough.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Well, that's what happens. I think he only really advertises on Facebook. So,
It kind of sounds like Facebook is the ultimate advertising.
Oh my goodness.
all right.
Awesome. Thank you
Good
so
to
much.
go. Thanks a lot. I think you're just about to start yours at 10. All right.
Yes, that's for you. Yeah, that sure is.
Go to YouTube, you can watch it get done. I got a camera set up. You can watch him face on it. And, well, he had it done with all the lanterns, I think, in the background.
Like Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, okay, then he got two things from me because I remember the whole poison
I think he
ivy.
did that when they got married.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, okay, then he got two things from me because I remember the whole poison
I think he
ivy.
did that when they got married.
Yeah. Which was probably years ago, but I remembered it just yesterday. It was like, oh, that was a long time ago.
I just gauge stuff by how long it's been since the thief has been found.
Who shall remain unnamed because he and I have an issue. There's certain things that I don't expect to always have the same philosophies
Oh, absolutely.
as people, but certain comments is kind of like I could have done without. I'm like, so that's all I was to say. I honestly, when I first agreed to do this, I thought he's not going to be here, is he? I just kept thinking. I said, well, how do I get out of this? And I just, huh?
The mic's on.
Is it? I didn't mention by name.
No.
He knows though. That's all that matters.
He knows.
Now he's watching anyway.
Okay.
I assume he knows the time the thief.
Well, the thing is, I remember